Well, it was like this. The boss wanted to talk to me about this report. I'd been up half the night with it because I wanted to know it by heart before I got to the office. So I stayed with it right up to the time I had to leave for the plant.
Oh, wait a minute, Johnny.
Got to see the boss first thing this morning about this report. See you tonight.
But, John, you can't go out that way.
Hey! So what happens? Wet paint all over my shoes. Oh, great. Well, that slowed me up. And then while I'm trying to make up time, I find I'm out of gas. So I pull in.
Well, John, your day sure got off to a flying start, I'll say that.
Brother, I guess I should have stayed in bed. Oh, well. Oh, boss, let's check over this report before we're interrupted.
Pardon me, Mr. Shaw. I'm sorry to interrupt, but the warehouse foreman, Bill Wilson, says he has to see Mr. Carter, and right away.
Send him in, Mabel, will you please?
Surely. Come right on in, Bill.
Sorry to bother you, Mr. Shaw, but I knew Mr. Carter wanted to know about this.
Oh, it's okay. What's up, Bill?
Number 2 loading line's down.
What again? What's wrong now?
It's that new conveyor. Broke down.
Well, get it fixed.
Well, we're working on it, Mr. Carter, but it'll take 3 or 4 hours at least. And what I wanted to tell you is that...
What are we loading from that line? Hey, isn't that Omaha shipment?
Yeah, but...
Bill, that shipment has got to get out of here today. Conveyor or no conveyor.
We just can't do it, Mr. Carter, because if we do...
We got to make it. Now, I'll tell you what you do. You divert every forklift truck in number 12 to that line. That Omaha stuff's got to go.
Mr. Carter, won't you listen to me? We can't do that.
Can't. I'm getting sick of people telling me what they can't do. Now, instead of standing here yakking and losing more time, you get out there and get that shipment moving. But don't argue with me. Either you do what I tell you to do, or I'll get someone who will. Well, okay. Argue. All the time, argue. I don't know what gets into people. All they want to do is give you a big argument.
That'll be all, Mabel. John, I don't want to interfere, but are you sure you did the right thing?
Sure, I'm sure. Why?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you are right, but I sort of wonder.
Well, I'm sorry I blew up in your office, Mr. Shaw, but I just get sick of all these excuses. And, well, what is there to wonder about?
Well, I sort of wonder what Bill was trying to tell you.
What do you mean?
Well, John, I've known Bill Wilson for a great many years, and he usually has a good reason for everything that he does. Just now, he had something on his mind, and you wouldn't give him a chance to tell you what it was.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, let's get him back in and find out. Do you mind?
Okay.
Mabel, is Bill Wilson still out there?
No, sir, he's gone. Oh, wait just a minute. He's still waiting for the elevator. I'll get him.
Well, I guess I shouldn't have chewed Bill the way I did. He's one of our best men.
Come in.
Yeah?
Come on in, Bill.
Bill, I'm sorry. Everything's going wrong this morning, and, well, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Bill, why did you say we couldn't get that stuff out?
Mr. Carter said to get it out. Well, we'll get it out, regardless.
Regardless of what? What's on your mind, Bill?
Well, first thing this morning, you get this big emergency order from McGill. Real rush. Has to go out today, they tell me. Well, Mr. Carter wasn't here. Had car trouble or something. So Mr. Johnson, he got authority to delay the Omaha shipment until tomorrow if necessary so we can move this McGill stuff.
I see.
Well, Mr. Johnson had to leave. So he told me to tell Mr. Carter about it. That's why I came in. But if you want me to let this emergency order go, it's okay by me. I only work here.
Bill, you were right. I was wrong. Forget what I said and do whatever's necessary to get the job done.
Well, all right. What I thought we could do is to concentrate on the emergency shipment first. By then, the conveyor should be fixed. And we're working a little bit overtime. We could still get the Omaha shipment out today.
That's a good idea, Bill. You go ahead and work on it that way.
Okay. I better get back to the warehouse.
Well, I guess I made a fool out of myself.
Well, anyway, I'm sure glad we called Bill back.
Yeah, me too. He's so stubborn he'd have done what I told him regardless.
John, maybe we've learned a lesson this morning. You know what it is? It's to listen. That's a kind of a universal fault with all of us. We just don't listen to what people tell us.
What do you mean? I listen.
Now, do you really? I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but, well, it comes down to this. Everyone likes to feel important. It's human nature. Everyone likes to feel free to express an opinion and have that opinion listened to. That's why Bill got his feelings hurt. You weren't paying any attention to what he wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
But now that you did listen, well, he feels important again. He probably thinks you're a great guy. First, because you admitted you were wrong, and second, because you valued his opinion enough to act on it.
Well, I hope so.
One of the things that I've learned over the years, and believe me, I learned it the hard way, is that the man who doesn't listen to what people are saying is asking for trouble. You got a sample of it this morning. Several samples, I'd say.
Yeah, come to think of it.
John, it takes a little more time, maybe, and it's sometimes kind of a nuisance. For instance, I get bored listening to people's little grievances. But I found out a long time ago that if I do listen, I can often keep those little grievances from becoming big ones. Well, there's something about letting a guy get a gripe off his chest that, well, it goes a long way toward solving his problem.
Yeah, sometimes a guy can talk himself out of being mad, all right.
Exactly. And another thing, we've got a lot of long-time employees here. Their know-how and experience add up to a lot of years. We can often profit from their experience if we listen to their ideas and suggestions. Makes for a better team. Fact is, it can be one of our most important production tools. Believe me, John, listening pays off every time.
Hi, son.
Hi, Dad.
What in the world happened to you?
Nothing.
Nothing. Who have been fighting with this time?
Billy.
How many times have I told you to quit fighting, Billy? How many times?
But, Daddy, you don't know what Billy did.
I don't care what Billy did. This fighting has got to stop.
But, Daddy.
Now, listen. This time, I mean it. From now on, I'm cutting your allowance in half until I'm convinced that you have learned a lesson.
But, Daddy.
And no more television for the rest of the week.
But, Daddy, you don't understand.
Maybe you'll understand me this time when I say no more fighting. Now, you get in the house and get up to your room until you're called. Hi, dinner ready? Ye gods, what happened? How'd that get broken?
Oh, that little Billy Craven threw a rock through it, just out of meanness, I guess.
That little monster ought to have the worst licking of his life.
Well, he got it, too, from Junior.
You mean that's why Junior...
Yes, and I can hardly wait for those Cravens to dare say anything about it.
Oh, brother.
Believe me, John, listening pays off every time.
I don't know. Maybe someday I'll learn.